Hi, welcome back to the Pilates Fix. I'm Kristen Matthews. Today for the Holiday Fix Challenge, we're going to do a little take on some reformer exercises on the mat. So you don't need anything but yourself and a mat and your own music. So we're going to start standing. Let's get started. So you'll come with your heels together and your toes apart, standing really tall. This might require a little bit of balance, so if you want to hold on to something, grab a chair. Otherwise, follow along with me. You'll bring one hand on top of the other behind the base of your skull. And right here, just take a deep breath in, lifting through the crown of your head. Open your elbows. You can do a little flare of those ribs. And then exhale, the elbows come forward slightly, pull those ribs in so you're connected in your core. Lift on the balls of the feet and press those heels really firmly together. So think about footwork if you've done a reformer workout. Bend those knees, stand really tall. If you need to keep your heels down also for any reason, you certainly can. So inhale down, exhale up. So as you do this, you want to really focus on keeping, breathing into the back ribs. So you keep a long line from the crown of the head down to the tailbone, all the way down to your heels. We're going to do 8 more. Down and up. Inhale. Try to find something to focus on in front of you to help with balance. Keep weight in your big toe and your little toe and your heels really even, pressing together. 2, 1. Now go halfway down, little pulses down and up. Push the head back into the hand. Think about really growing nice and tall. 8 more. 7. Connecting into that core. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold there. The knees will come in slightly, out, in, out. So we're just getting that body warmed up. Inhaling and exhaling. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now stretch all the way up nice and long. Lower the heels, lift the heels. So the heels still stay glued. This is like that lower lift on the reformer, the last of the 4 that we do in classical footwork. Squeeze those heels. Reach along to the crown of your head. Up and up. Play with that pace. Up and up. For 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Lower down. Now bring your hands down. Separate your legs so they're about hip width apart. This is just a fun little exercise I like to do that's not done on the reformer, and you'll see why. So bend the knees, bring your arms back behind you. Your heart stays lifted, your gaze is at an angle forward. You'll sweep those arms forward, lift up on the balls of the feet, bend the knees, stick your pelvis back, arms go back. I always think of a ski jumper, and we are in the winter. Ski jumper. Those guys, men and women that fly off of those hills and just reach really long those arms as they go back, right? So lifting and lowering, you can do this with the heels down if you want. Otherwise, really feel that press into the balls of the feet as you propel yourself up. Let's do 8 more. And 7, 6, 5, 4, you're just really swinging those arms, keeping that pelvis long. 2, no arching, no rounding. And bring yourself all the way up and lower down. And now just walk towards the back edge of your mat. Legs can be the same, about hip width apart. Okay, so with your feet firmly planted down, nice and even, weight over those feet even. Inhale, lift the arms up to the sky. Exhale, round your spine down. And just walk yourself out, getting yourself into a down dog. So your heels may or may not be down. I have the flexibility to get mine down. Holding there. You'll lift the heels up if they weren't already up. Tuck the tailbone and roll through your spine. The pelvis starts to lower down. Push strong into your arms. Lift your heart. Lift your gaze. Abs are engaged. Tailbone is long. Now chin to your chest. Curl your spine up. 1 vertebra at a time. Push your heels down. It's like a take on long stretch, up stretch. Lift your heels, tuck that tailbone, shoulders on your back. Pull your heart open. It's like the long stretch, down stretch, even a little bit of elephant. Tuck that tailbone, round your spine up. Lower your heels. So we'll go a little faster. So inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, roll through your spine, shoulders on your back, lift your heart. Exhaling, shoulders back. Inhale, start to round up. Exhale, lower those heels. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, roll through your spine. Pull your heart forward. Push down into those hands. Inhale, chin to your chest. Round up. Exhale, heels down. We've got 2 more. Inhale. Start to roll through the spine. Push strong into the arms. Exhale, open that chest. Push strong into those hands. Chin to your chest. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. Inhale. If you need to put the knees down at any point, you always can. Hold there. Shoulders pull back, heart up, tailbone long, abs in. Inhale. Exhale. Round your spine. Getting those heels down as much as you can. And then take, with your legs staying straight, you'll take little walks. Not bending those knees. I'm bringing my feet a little closer now. Walking. So I'm using those abs to pull up. I have the flexibility to do this and keep my legs straight. You might not be able to. Listen to your body. You don't have to do exactly what I'm doing. This is partly how I was born, right? So I'm walking my hands close to my feet. I can get them all the way through. Then I get there, and then I walk back. I've worked with enough bodies over the years, and I've learned enough to know we all were born with different biomechanics. We work with what we've got. We be the best we can be in our own frame. So you're walking back, walking forward. I'm basically taking half steps forward and then half steps back. So I get as far as I can get, and then I'm going to go back. Same idea. So this is basically like a fun take on elephant. I don't teach these very often, but they are fun. Lift from those abs. It's a really good core connection. And again, if you have the flexibility, it's fun to walk through and then walk back. But you don't need it. You're going to get back, hold there, take 1 last deep breath in. On the exhale, lower those knees down onto the mat and just shake out those wrists for a moment. So now we'll do a fun progression for knee stretches. I saw someone on Instagram do this. I believe her Instagram account is Low Impact. And I'm sadly forgetting her name, but it's a fun variation for knee stretches. So we'll start with a very basic move, which I'm sure you've done before. So you'll stretch one leg out. Tailbone is long, reach to the crown of your head. Just gonna lift that leg up so it hovers, gets up towards the hip height. Then bend the knee, pull the knee into your chest, round your forehead towards your knee, and stretch that leg long. So first we're rounding as we bring our forehead to the knee, and then extending and stopping in that neutral place. Rounding, extending, rounding, extending. One more like this. So now we'll add on some extension. So we round in, we extend out, we lift the heart. Think of what we did in that last exercise, that first one we did on the mat. After footwork, and opening that chest, lengthening. Now you're gonna work those back muscles. I just don't want it to be sinking into your low back. So use those abs, press strong into those arms, extend from your upper back. One more. Open and extend from your upper back, and then lower that down. Okay, other leg. So we're starting simple, because we're gonna build up. So back leg lifts hip height, reach to the crown of the head. First, round, knee to nose, reach back, neutral. We work that kneeling side leg to help stabilize, open, hold. Breathing through, pull those shoulders back. 2 more. Breathing in, exhale out. Now we'll add that extension, so round, exhale, open. Whew, inhale. This side feels a little different for me. Bodies just never cease to amaze me. Whew. That's how I think I got into this, and I'm always just so amazed at what we can do and how different things feel. And then bring that knee down. Sit back onto your heels, just for a child's pose for a moment, and give those wrists a little roll. So if that felt like that was enough of a challenge, stay with that last one that we just did. My necklace is caught. Okay, or we're gonna build. So now think about knees off. So curling your back toes under. Really get that connection of your shoulders on your back. Engage through that core. Hover your knees up off of the chest, off of the mat, excuse me. Now take the first leg, lift your knee up, hold it there. Keeping that foot flexed for me. Knee to your nose, push the knee up. Knee to nose, push that knee up. Shoulders on your back. 2 more. Really work that standing foundational leg. Okay, now we're gonna go into extension. You can open your chest. I'm gonna keep my knee bent, but if you wanna stretch it long, you can. For my body, bent works a little bit better. 2 more. Open your chest. 1 more. Open that chest, bring that knee down, and then just lower down for a moment. Shake out those wrists. So it's work, right? Mat work is nice and challenging. All this body work, it's great. Body weight work. All right, so hover those knees up. Press strong into those arms. Engage around the shoulder girdle. Hover the knees. We start with lifting the other leg up. Now round, no forehead to knee. Push out. And just go back to that neutral. We're just doing 5 of each of these. 2 more. 1 more. Now we keep going and add a little bit of extension, stretching that leg long, if that works for you. 3 more. Whew. 2. That leg that's down, that's working. Place your foot down, lower your knees. Let's sit back in a child's pose. Make it active. Going back where you can, take a deep breath in. Long exhale. And then round your spine up. Coming onto the knees, we'll do a variation of side sit-ups on those knees. So if you need any padding for the knees, roll up your mats. We're gonna start by taking one leg out to the side, reaching long through that leg, and lift those arms out to a T position. So pressing strong down, lifting strong up. Opposition always. Reach long through the spine, and then we'll just side bend away from that extended leg and lift back up. Inhale. So we're reaching long. Once I get towards the floor, I'm really aiming to get a long line from my ear down to my hip. 5 more. So you're not just crunching in your waist and collapsing. You're lengthening out and over, almost like you're reaching towards the edge of that mat. You have 3 more. Really breathing. 2 more. Reach over and lift. 1 more. Reach over and lift. All right, now put your hands behind your head or cross over your chest. Reach long, push the head back if your hands are back there. Reach out to that long diagonal. Now twist towards the floor, bring it back to the center. That kneeling side hip glute is really working to help stabilize and keep your pelvis neutral, and still. You have 4 more. Breathing into that whole center, into your back, into your ribs, into your pelvic floor. 2. Last one. Hold it here. Lift all the way up. Arms out to that T. Bring that leg in. And we go right away to the other side. So find that stretch. Find that lift. Ground down with a foot and the knee. Lift out of the waist. Reach up long. Inhale. Reach over. Exhale. Lift up. So again, we find that length, that kneeling side. Leg is really stabilizing. Get those inner thighs working a little too. Really just breathe through this. My clients always tell me, even though we think we should just do it normally on our own, they forget. So I'm used to reminding myself too. 3 more. And really breathing into that center, into your ribs, down into your pelvic floor, and filling up that whole space before you exhale all the way. Hands back either behind your head or wherever you had them before. Find that length. Reach out. Now twist towards the floor and untwist. Really use the breath to help open up that back. We have 5 more. So that bottom leg again is really working as well as that straight leg to help keep the pelvis still. 2 more. Elbows are open. Last one. Come all the way up. Reach the arms out. And then lower that knee. Now you're going to sit down onto one hip. I'm going to finish, with a little mermaid just to stretch. Legs can be one right next to the other. Reach your arms out to that T again and just ground your hip bones, your butt bones down as much as you can. Reach towards the outside ankle. The other arm comes to the ear. So inhale, lift tall, shoulder down. Exhale, reach towards the ankle you're grabbing. Getting length through your spine, again, not crunching. Inhale, lift. Find the space. Exhale, use that as you bend, maybe a little further this time. One more inhale. Exhale, reach over a little bit further. Bend that elbow, get a little extra stretch. Look down towards that hand. Little rotation in that spine. Bring yourself back to the center. Lift yourself up. And then just swivel those legs around to the other side. Whew, my body feels real good. Grab onto the outside ankle, other arm to your ear. So you're connecting the arm and your ear really close. Lift up, inhale. Remember, ground, lengthen, exhale over. Find that space. Inhale. We can use the space in our spine. I could certainly use some space in my brain. So much to think about right now. Inhale. But this movement has been really helpful to me. And then staying there, bending that elbow, finding a little bit of a rotation towards the mat, towards that hand. Breathing. Undo yourself. Bring yourself all the way up. And you, my friend, are all done. We made it through another workout for this challenge. Thank you so much for joining. This is, as I keep saying, been really fun, and I'm finding so much joy in doing these, putting these out there in the world. So I hope you're enjoying them as well. I'm loving the feedback. Continue to be in touch, and let me know if you have any requests for future workouts. And that's all I've got for you today. So have a great rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.